All right, so welcome back to the Otaku Informers channel. Here to inform you from Montreal for myself and from Japan itself for Felipe and Matt. All right, so without further ado, let us jump in. The first topic of the day is going to be Pokemon. So, I don't know if you guys have watched the Pokemon Direct, the latest one.
Yes, yes.
The first thing that I want to show is, oh my god, on the screen right now is a very cute Pikachu trophy. And I swear to god,
Yeah,
as somebody who played competitive Pokemon on Sword and Shield and grinded all the way to Pokemon Master, getting this trophy would be motivation enough for me to start playing competitive Pokemon again. So, first, before we jump into Scarlet and Violet, the only really thing that for me that mattered that they showed, other than Violet and Scarlet, is that they're really putting a lot into competitive game, the competitive scene of Pokemon. And I don't know if you guys saw, but they showed like, well, first the trophy, but also like these big rooms where people were going to play the card game, and they also added Pokemon Go to the Pokemon Championship for the first time.
yeah.
And Pokemon Go, I played Pokemon Go for a while. Pokemon Go fighting PvP, it's not good. That's not how what
No.
Pokemon was made to be. You just pressing who's going to press faster than everybody else.
Just oh my god.
The second competitive that the second Pokemon competitive is Pokemon Unite, which is celebrating its 1 year anniversary. So I played Pokemon Unite for a
All
while.
right.
Yeah, I played Pokemon Unite. I got to Pokemon Master Tier. I was playing with a couple of my friends, and it's a really good game. But I also play League of Legends. So Pokemon Unite is like MOBA for kids, but at the same time, it's not even comparable because Pokemon Unite, it's only good for like a short period of time, and then it gets very repetitive very fast. But what do you guys think of Pokemon Unite? The fact that it's gonna be, yeah.
Pokemon Night. I just checked with you and I saw the games and the possibility, and I find it's interesting, but I think that the characters are very limited.
Well, they've added a lot of characters since the last time you saw it. But
That's a good point. That's a good point.
I get what you mean. You know what's limited actually? It's not the characters, it's the map and the gameplay itself. Because it's a very small map and it's supposed to be 10-minute games. And honestly, you feel like you're replaying the same 10 minutes over and over. Whereas League of Legends, it's 40-minute game. It always feels different. So anyway, so they showed that, and yeah, so we can see from this Pokemon Direct, it's the first time that they're really putting a lot into the Pokemon esports scene. But then the main event, of course, of this Direct was Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. So first, I'll go to you, Matt. I know you're a big Pokemon fan.
Okay.
What did you think of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet?
Um, I think the gimmick is another gimmick that they will forget after this generation, and I'm just like, cool, all right, whatever. Um, I wish these gimmicks would stick around longer, then I would actually care. But they look cool. Like the Pokemon basically become gems. And I'm like, okay, it's a cool effect.
Is it even a cool
I wish
effect?
you would
I didn't
keep it
even like the
around.
effect.
It's cool.
Yeah, continue.
Um, but I do like that it's finally open world. I do like that they're well the idea that the legendary Pokemon is going to be with you from I'm guessing from the start is a cool idea. Even though I don't think you'll be able to use them in battle. I think it'll just be like Arceus, where you call them whenever you need a
Hmm.
transportation, and then they come they come to you. But probably only after in game can you add them to your party. That's what my guess is going to be. Um,
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna stop you there for a second because you brought up a couple of good points that I wanted to talk about. One was, yeah,
all right.
I didn't think about the fact that yeah, you definitely can't use them because they're giving you a legendary at the beginning of the game, which is the first, and it's definitely just for transportation method because if you have one of those at level 5 as a starter, that would be crazy.
what would be cool though is like you get a baby version of the legendary at like level 5 at the start,
That would be
and
amazing.
like he would he would grow with you while you were progressing in the story. That would be cool. But then they wouldn't be able to give you the transportation right away. That would
Yeah,
that'd be the only thing.
yeah.
I just have to say, that this is like Pokemon Digimon Edition. First of all, to your point, like the Pokemon, the legendary evolves. That's like what they try to do with Cosmog and Sun and Moon. Like if they evolve into Lunala or Solgaleo, then okay, that they're living creatures supposedly, right? So that does make sense. Like we've seen, like in the anime, like the baby Articuno. So I guess logically they
There's a
should
baby
or could
Articuno?
have their own stages. Yeah, in the anime, if you're watching the anime, there's a baby Lugia, etc. But
What?
like regarding that, the transportations, I think that the gimmick, the crystal thing, it's a nice callback for the Crystal Onyx from way back, but they never truly
Oh.
explained it. They're finding a way to make it make sense. But as far as the transportation, I think there would have been like better logical ways to get rid of the HMs while making it logical. I mean, somewhat logical to fit the world. Like they just since Sun and Moon we are carrying Pokemon rides, and then now we just call people like Pokemon that isn't ours to fly. Why can't I fly in a Charizard? That's big enough. Obviously, I'm not gonna fly in a Pidgey, but if I can fly in the back of a Pidgeot, like size comparisons. That's what they should have done. Like if I can swim in a Squirtle, like I don't swim, I just hold it like a paddle, like in a pool. But a Blastoise is big enough; I can actually surf on it. So they should go with like some level of proportion, like to fit the size of the Pokemon. And when it comes to like the HM cut, for example, if they all have like claws and things that anybody should be able to cut. It's like an ability, an outer world ability they should have called. But anyway, too many details here.
No, no, no. Honestly, well, a lot of points I want to touch on. First, you two are true informers because I had no idea about this baby Pokemon trend. Baby Yoda, anyone? But honestly, the first picture I saw where he's riding the legendary, I was like, oh, so you can ride any Pokemon now? Oh, it's like, is it kind of like, I think, was it Soul Silver and Heart Gold where you can have any Pokemon follow you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I was like, so this is what I wanted to see. Finally, let me choose any Pokemon to follow me first, and second, let me able to ride or fly with any Pokemon that is able to do so. Why are like again? It feels like a gimmick. Why is it only the legendaries from this world that you're trying to promote for your marketing that we can use for transportation? That doesn't make sense to me. So first, I was disappointed by that. Second, you brought up the gimmick, Matt, because I am. This was really why I wanted us to do this video. To talk about the current state of Pokemon and these gimmicks that are for me ruining the games and ruining the anime. Because do you remember when the Mega Evolutions came out? When Pokemon in X and Y, everyone was so excited. We're like, oh my god, we get an evolution for Charizard. Oh my god, we get an evolution for Venusaur, Blastoise, all the classics. And I love the Mega Evolutions. They made sense. Alan in the anime, there was the Mega Evolution special episodes where he's like, he has his Mega Charizard X versus the Ash's Greninja. And then the next generation, Sun and Moon, they removed it. No more Mega Evolutions. And they added the gimmick of the Z moves. And no one fucking remembers the Z moves. Sorry, I was gonna say the C moves. But like, so I was. This is when Pokemon broke my heart first. When they removed the Mega Evolution, I was like, oh, does that mean the next game we're gonna get Dragonite Mega Evolution? No, they're bringing me an Ultra move that is pointless. And then there was Sword and Shield, where they did the Gigantamax, which literally nobody was excited for, nobody cared for, nobody liked. Literally nobody cares for Gigantamax. And now they're doing this Terra Crystallize, and it doesn't even look good. It's like they're okay. I love the callback to Crystal Onyx, but like, what is this? Every Pokemon's generation, they're gonna make a new gimmick that we don't care about. I don't know. It's
I could
Yeah.
say I could say one semi gimmick or something that they introduced in Gen 4 that they forgot right away. Do you recall what a Dawnstone is? The
Dawnstone.
evolution of Gen 4, it's a gender specific. Like Galade is only a male Curlia, and what's the other one? I forgot the name of the snow run that evolves into Frostglass
Yeah,
into a female only that evolves into a Frostglass. So they should have like kept those instead of going too many. They completely forgot about those.
yeah.
They should have added more Dawnstone evolutions, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, at least if you're going to add something, like leave it. Don't, because now we're no longer gonna care about any gimmick because we know it's only there for one generation. So yeah,
Yeah.
one interesting thing is that apparently we can do the gyms in any order now. That is pretty interesting.
But but they aren't. They don't scale to your level. So if you go to the gym that's considered the final 8th gym, the
Mm-hmm.
Pokemon there are going to be like level 50 plus.
Mm,
But your Pokemon are going to be like level 10 if you decide to go to that one first, right? Whereas if you beat all the gyms, except for the first one that they consider the first one, you go to the first one, all the Pokemon there are like level 15, and your Pokemon are like 60 plus, and you're like, well, where's the challenge in this, right?
you
The,
know,
the gyms don't scale to where
yeah.
you are.
You know, this actually reminds me of Elden Ring, which is not a bad thing. It's actually a cool thing. I'm curious because in Elden Ring, as soon as you start the game, they don't tell you where to go. You can go anywhere you want. So you can end up in an area where all the enemies are so much stronger than you, and you're like, "Whoops, I can't go there. I am getting my ass kicked." So then, but like me, for real, what happened was I didn't go exactly where they wanted me. So I grinded and grinded so I could kill the monsters of a certain area. And then when I went back to what was supposed to be the first area, I was destroying them all. So I think that is Elden Ring. That's the concept of the game, but Pokemon, it's never been like that. So I don't know how kids are. It's I don't. They're probably gonna make it very obvious where you have to go. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's the only.
But for them to say you can choose any gym you want, like giving us our false sense of choice,
True.
when really you don't have that much
That's
choice,
true.
because like if some kid decides, okay, I'll go to that one, and they find out it's like super hard, they'll be
Yeah.
like, what do you?
Yeah.
Well, then there's no choice. I have to do the other ones,
You're
right?
absolutely correct also about this false sense of choice because in Elden Ring it's not the same gameplay. So you can if some people who are extremely good, they can beat the last boss naked without any weapons. They're just
Right.
like dodging skill. They just have so high skill. They're just so high skilled. Whereas in Pokemon it's turn based, so doesn't matter how skilled you are, you're gonna you can't dodge a level 60 attack. So anyway,
Is, is that confirmed though that there's not gonna be scale? Because for the wild Pokemon, like in other ring comparison, it does make sense that some areas would have stronger enemies because of the location, because of the environment, because of reasons. It's sort of like any Tales game. Is like it makes sense, and that's open world enough too.
yeah,
But in
yeah.
Pokemon, that would have been cool as of like Gen 1. Imagine go to like Claire's gym and then you fight that Horsey instead of a Kingdra on in Johto, for example. That would be cool. You go
That
to
would have been very
fight
cool.
Brock. Like, like,
Yeah.
yeah, so I get both parts, but like Nintendo does cut corners every now and then,
Yeah.
and that takes too much coding. So difficult.
Did you guys notice when they say and the abundant nature? Where they show you this like wait, I actually have a picture. I put it because it's too funny on the screen. If you look at the screen, it says it's like a feature is the abundant nature, and they show you a mountain with an N64 tree. How is this a feature of the game that you're selling to me?
We
Anyways.
made a big area. It's like, yes, good for you.
Like I was talking to you or other people about this. This is like personally, I think Nintendo should have kept the X and Y graphics because if you're gonna be nitpicky about the environment and how this tree looks quote unquote bad,
Yeah.
they should have found like a cartoony chibi style to give its identity. Now Gen 7 onwards, they try to do realistic when everything else fails. You're gonna see like this normal looking people and then you go to a town where there's like what, three houses? Like no, this is not realistic.
Yeah.
So keep a style. So I personally they should have think they should have kept chibi style, Gen X and Y, but you know.
True. Um. All right. So, is there anything else you guys? Oh yeah. The new gym leaders and rivals look pretty cool. I like the character design of some of the new people.
Yeah.
Um, there was also they talked
I
about a
just want to say that.
yeah.
Sorry. No, go ahead.
No, 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 no. I was done. Please.
I just want to say that, like, no matter what bad gimmick they introduced that was going to be forget, like, I still look forward to the variants. That is something that they haven't forgotten yet, and that
True.
that new Whooper is just cute. Can't wait to
That
see the newer ones.
it's a very good point, Felipe. They have not stopped doing the variants. It's the Alola forms, right? Were those the first variants? Yeah.
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 Sun and Moon for real, I think it's still one of my favorite Pokemon since like the last many generations. Just because Sun and Moon, I liked the story. I liked how you had Nebby, the little legendary that's like following the girl around, and then you find out at the end that it's a big legendary. You have Gladion. The music was amazing. I still listen to Gladion's theme music. But anyway, I like Sun and Moon, and you know the trials made it a little bit feel like different. So anyway, we'll see.
I like. Yes.
Yeah, what were you gonna say?
No, no, I just gonna say I always can say anything, but like it shows that you probably didn't play Black and White too. Now that was the best game, but
You're
I'm
right.
just biased.
You're right. And you know what? Black and White 2 is on my list because I started it not that long ago and it's in my 3DS and I will keep playing it for sure. And you know, for the beginning that I played, I liked it. But yeah.
Yeah, we just have to wait like 15 years for the Black and White remakes. Don't worry, just 15 years.
Alright, so that was the coverage for the Pokemon Direct. One last thing, actually, Felipe, tell us more about those baby Lugia and Articuno. What is that in the anime? Inform us
Oh,
about
I
that.
just there was like at the Orange Island set of arcs episode before Johto started. I think it
Yeah.
was before Johto, if I remember correctly. There was a Lugia, not the Lugia from the movie that's supposed to be the dad or something. It
Yeah.
was like a mother Lugia and a baby Lugia, just like a smaller format.
Hmm.
And as far as like the baby Articuno, it wasn't baby per se, it was big, but it showed inexperience, and that was in the battle Pokemon Advanced generation, which is what when the Ash was fighting the Battle Frontier brains
Yes.
after the Home League.
Yes.
So his
Yes.
Charizard defeated an Articuno
Yeah.
one on one.
I remember sending you guys that video. I was like, "What the hell is this? When did Ash fight an Articuno? And how did a trainer even have one?" But I guess because it was like a spin-off where it's not supposed to be like following the
It's
rule.
one of those unexplained anime only things, like the Tobias guy that just got a Darkrai and a Latios. Like, what does
Hmm.
how, why? So, like, I'd like to see more of that, but
All right.
it seems like the anime team and the game teams they don't talk to each other.
Yeah, which is sad to be honest. All right, so that
Yeah.
was our coverage for the Pokemon Direct of August 2022. I think it was yeah, it was a few days ago. All right.